Hello, this is J.King, self-made millionaire, coming to you from millionairepenny.stocks.com, and I want to congratulate several of my students on the shorting of CPXX. And if you hear my little girl in the background, just please ignore her. I'm at home doing this video lesson today in my office, and you know I have 4 kids, so my home looks like Chuck E. Cheese. And my little girl, she's not in daycare right now, but she likes to run, watch VeggieTales, and scream in the background. So I had to say that, so if you hear that in my videos, you'll know what the screaming is. But anyways, congrats in CPXX, the shorting. Again, you know, when we short stock, guys, it's really something that we use as a system, and it's something that we've learned to do throughout the years. When you short stock, you're betting against the stock. It's not the same as buying and selling, but it's the opposite. You're selling shares that you really don't own because you're borrowing your shares from the broker, which you need a margin account, and then you cover, meaning that you pay your broker back and you cover at a lower price. And so you're buying it back at a lower price, which the return on that investment is based on the spread. So for instance, let me give an example. On this particular stock, I shorted it. I shorted 1,500 shares. I sold shares that I didn't own at 12.36, but then I paid back the broker and I covered at a lower price at 11.86. So you pay the broker back, but notice it's a 50-cent spread from 12.36 to 11.86, and a 50-cent spread on 1,500 shares is $750 profit. And so on this particular paper trade, I profited $750. Now, if you notice, Millionaires Boys Club, we entered this challenge I believe it was in February the 10th. So I started off with 1 million. Several of my paper trading students started off with 1 million, and now I'm over $47,000 in profit in less than 2 months, and so a little bit over a month. So you see here that my trades are real. If you can paper trade, you can really trade live, because I'm going to tell you something. Paper trading is really complicated because this particular site, howthemarketworks.com, it has a 5 to 10 minute delay on some of your trades, and meaning there's a 5 to 10 minute delay in the stock market. And anyone knows when you're dealing with being precise and direct with entry points, 5 to 10 minutes is a big difference, if you know what I mean. But anyways, if you can learn how to paper trade with a market that has a 5 to 10 cents delay as you use this site, it's going to help you sharpen your skills much more as you enter into live trading. So again, congrats to several of my students on the shorting of CPXX. And remember, guys, when we're shorting stocks, you got to understand something. We're waiting for the stock to lose its momentum. If we look at the historical quote, you see what I'm talking about. Several of my students, they bought this particular stock at wholesale. That was a wonderful opportunity to buy down here. This was in my watch list 2 or 3 weeks ago. I had this in my watch list, and we've been watching this stock. We heard some news about the company, and so we've been watching this, and many people jumped in with 200-300 shares, and they ended up making anywhere from $500 to $1,000, because I have one student that sold in the 9s. And so you got to understand, you know, these trades, they come and go, but being connected to millionairepenny.stocks.com, what you can do is you can subscribe to our website and click on services when you go to millionairepenny.stocks.com. And we offer several services. We alert our students through text message. I send a daily watch list to my paid subscribers, and we're teaching and training students how to become self-sufficient. But what I wanted to show you is anytime a stock loses its momentum and it continually begins to uptrend and it uptrends in its price, what you're waiting on is you're waiting on the key levels of resistance. And I'll speak more about the key levels of resistance, but I wanted you to see this particular trade because this stock finally lost its momentum and we waited for the decline in price. When we talk about resistance levels, that just simply means a stock cannot break past a certain price. So we noticed it couldn't break past this price right here. The other day I noticed it couldn't break past 12.64, and it did actually break beyond that and went to 12.73. But today we waited for the decline in price, and we found the support levels around 12.50 and 12.60. It started to kind of slow down a little bit, but then once it went below that support level of 12.50, I decided to short at 12.36 because it being a volatile stock, I figured that it was going to go down to about 10.90 to 10.50. If you listen to one of my videos when I talked about this stock, it's going to lose momentum eventually. And as it loses momentum, we want to get in on the short. Now you can Google short selling if you want to read more about it, but this is really good to learn this strategy in a bearish market. This market is bearish right now. Bearish just simply means stocks are declining in price. And what we like to do is we like to let stocks go up, let them uptrend for a little while. And as they uptrend, we wait for the declining in price. In other words, this particular stock went from 196, look at this, 3.4 all the way up to 12.73. So I knew sooner or later this stock was going to decline. And we had about almost a $2 spread on this particular short. So, I mean, this trade was really easy. It was really easy for you to catch a hold of this. But I want you to kind of learn the importance of shorting stock, because every stock you're not going to be able to short. But these type of patterns, these type of trades exist. And if you hit it at the right time, if you wait for it to meet key levels of resistance, in other words, it can't pass this number and it begins to break down in price, you can either look at a chart or you can look at numbers. Some people look at charts, some people look at numbers. I personally look at both, but to me, they're the same thing. But this is the day range, 1083 to 1273, and we shorted this particular stock. When you're shorting stock, remember what you're waiting for is the decline in price. You're looking at this stock on a daily basis, and you saw that this particular stock has went from 112 to 1273. So you're waiting for it to meet key levels of resistance, and eventually this stock is going to break down in price, which we see that. And so congrats to so many students on the shorting of CPXX. Again, when I put out my daily watch list, make sure you guys are looking at the watch list. I'm giving you words to basically give you wisdom and give you information and insight about some of these companies, and also the way we're going to trade. Remember, we don't really trade the company, we trade the charts and we trade the numbers. And so we do look at, sometimes I do look at balance sheets. I look at SEC filings, and I may look at financials and earnings. But primarily we're looking at numbers, and we're learning daily charts and weekly chart patterns, and learning how to focus on these patterns. And remember, guys, if you're going to become good at trading, you're going to have to open up a paper trading account at howthemarketworks.com. You got to go here, because remember, more is caught than it is taught. And so if you're reading a lot of books, but you're not entering into the reality of experiential knowledge, then all your knowledge is not going to translate into substance. Number one way you get knowledge to become substance is you have to take action. I have so many traders that have finally taken action. One of the hardest things to do is to teach people to take action. Before you can really teach them the chemistry of trading, the intellectual side of trading, the psychology of trading, getting people to take action is probably the hardest thing. And there's several video lessons that need to be done on just taking action, because there are two types of people in the world. There are people that take action, and there are people that don't. So which one are you? Are you going to take action? I'm challenging you today and telling you, if you go to howthemarketworks.com, you set up a free paper trading account, and then you can go to my website, which is millionairepenny.stocks.com. And when you go to millionairepenny.stocks.com, just make sure you click on services. And we actually have a new service that we're offering several newbie traders. If you're a beginning trader and you want to learn the basic, $19.99 a month is all you'll pay. Some people, they go to school and they spend $50,000 to $100,000 for a degree that they never use. But what is $19.99, $49.99, or $129.99 a month for you to receive education as it relates to trading? And I believe in results. If I can't get you any results as a coach and as a leader in the stock market, then my job, I shouldn't be trading, and I shouldn't be teaching students, because the reality of it is you can't go no farther than the person that's training you or teaching you. And I want you to actually go farther than me. So if I'm not giving you the right information and I'm not exposing you to something that works for me, then I shouldn't be a coach. So again, challenge me as a coach and as a trainer. I'm J.King. I'm a self-made millionaire. I've been trading for over 17 years, and I'm very passionate. I'm excited about teaching you about the stock market and as it relates to trading. Again, if this video has helped you and it's encouraged you, please do your best to share it, and just invite more people to millionairepenny.stocks.com, where we're teaching and training students how to become self-sufficient as it relates to day trading. Have a great day.